Okay, thank you. So I think next up, speaking would be representing RSAF, Republic of Singapore Air Force, is Major Alex Cutthroat Fong. Alex joined the RSAF in 2007 as an air warfare officer, specializing in air traffic control. Currently, he is the head of Air Force Recruitment Center. Today, he will share more about seeking a digital concierge for job applicants. So over to you, Major Alex. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon. Hi, afternoon, everybody. Can you all hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. The slides I have to share on my own, is it? Or you all have it?
If you have it, you can share.
Okay.
It'd be easier. Yes, got it.
Okay.
Yes, perfect.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. First, I thank Manchong and Keng from IMDA who's supporting us through this open innovation platform for us to seek a solution for some of the pains that we have in our recruitment process. Okay, so this is the outline of my brief today. Yeah, so as mentioned earlier, yeah. Okay, so I'll just quickly run through the situation that we have today. So at the Air Force Recruitment Center, we do receive a substantial number of RSAF career-related queries annually. So many people want to join the Air Force, but we have quite a number of vocations that people can join, and at different education levels, there are also different jobs that are open to you, as well as there are also different sponsorship and training processes and some of the selection processes for the various vocations as well. So based on this, while we have the RSAF career website, which provides quite a lot of basic information. Most applicants end up having to talk to one of us to have a better understanding of their situation and what is available to them, and for us to give them a better idea of whether a career in the Air Force is suitable for them. So because of this, they can either look for the information on the website or via sending us an email or call us on the hotline or even come down to the center itself to have a chat. The problem with that is that the queries, some of them are not answered instantaneously, especially if they ask over an email. So over the phone wise, it's very taxing because the hotline, we can only answer about 2 to 3 people at a time, and I have limited staff who are also working on processing the application as well as answering some of these queries. So it's quite labor intensive and time consuming, and we find ourselves not able to answer as many applicants as we would wish to. So hence, because of that, we are thinking of how can we provide some personalized and contextual information to potential applicants about the RSAF so that they via an automated solution. So what do we need? We need this. Basically, what we are envisioning is like a chatbot, and we understand that chatbots are not new. It's been in the market for a long time, but we want something that is something that's more intelligent than the chatbots that we see today, either on the HDB website or some of those government websites that we have, where the experience that you probably have with them is that it's either they are not really answering your questions, or they in the end have to refer you to call a customer service officer to follow on when the questions gets too difficult. So for this, we would like to have something that's a little bit more intelligent. So at the start, when we have the full product, it will be something that is able to provide accurate and relevant information in real time, able to analyze, the basic spoken English language, and from there, make a little bit more intelligent understanding of what the applicant is asking and provide the answers from there, just like how a normal human operator would. But of course, when the questions gets too difficult, we do note that it could route to a solution where it will refer the person back to call us at a later time or schedule a time for a meeting so that we can better answer the applicant questions. But by and large, we would like the bot to be able to answer about 70 to 80% of most of the questions, which are pretty standard, we think, because we always receive a lot of them very repetitively as well. Yep, and just as like the SIA project earlier, we also like to have this bot able to store data in terms of the questions that people ask, so that we're able to understand what kind of queries that applicants have, as well as from there, hopefully it is something like a machine learning kind of bot that is able to then build on the type of questions that they ask and feedback to us as the operator to input the questions to those answers to those questions, so that the machine that we build gets better and better over time. Yep. So these are some of the performance requirements that we need. Something that's intuitive, is accurate, reliable, engaging, and also compatible with the open system. So some possible use cases, to be able to find information on the vocations to help them make informed decisions, giving automated guidance through the application process, as well as referral to other parts of the website. So just like the other two projects, this lagging a bit. Yep, 30,000 prize money, get access to IMTS technology resources, also opportunity for the solution to be propagated to other government agencies as well. So evaluation criteria, so similar to other projects, solution fit, readiness, advantage, as well as look at your company profile. Yep, deadlines as well as at 19 March. So with that, come to the Q&A portion. We take any questions from the audience.
Thank you, Major Alex.
Yeah.
Okay, there are two questions from Dwayne. Okay, so the first question that he asked is, how functional a demo is required for submission, if at all? Okay, maybe I'll help you answer on your behalf.
Okay.
On the submission, on the OIP platform, right, to submit your proposal. So like I said, it's a proposal. If you have a demo which you'd like to submit as part of your proposal, you can obviously have a video and submit it as a video, right? So I think the more information that you have of as with regards to the solution that you have as a problem solver, I think the better position we will be in, or rather Major Alex will be in, to evaluate your proposal that you're proposing.
Yep.
So the next question is, will any more information be provided to incorporate into the virtual assistant, or do we just utilize what's available on the FAQ site link provided?
Yeah, for now, for the initial proposal, you can just use what the information is available to you. Of course, if you have more queries, you can always reach out to us. We can give you more information to put into the prototype or for the initial submission. Of course, then when we go on to the second selection stage or even to the prototype making stage, there of course, then we'll give you more, much more information for you to build the case for us.
Okay, any other questions from anyone? Oh, quite a number. Okay, next one is from Ketu. What kind of data available with you for chatbot, to show some examples? Okay, I think the resources for the chatbot would be obviously the Q&A to start with. Alex, do you have anything else to add for this question?
I guess for now, probably to set off the submission, you could use the FAQs that we have on our current RSAF recruitment career website, and I can use that as to show us, how do you intend to have your solution to be able to recognize that kind of questions and reach out to the answer itself, like how does that data bank work?
Okay, so Kevin Lawrence has a question. What's your view of expected interaction? Is it plain text and links to videos for the information?
Yep. Basically, basic should be made plain text. If it could be links to videos or eventually, we are also thinking of having almost like slide form kind of information packages that it could be as used as answers lah. So it doesn't just because for certain questions we would think that the answers will come out better in plain text. For certain questions, maybe a pictorial kind of answers will be better. So if the answers will come out, it's like a PDF, it's just like a GIF or something that comes out that answers the applicants, that would be good. Yeah.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you. So I have a question from Dwayne. I think this one I can answer. So the question is, what are the timeline of selection and development of the prototype? Okay, so any key timelines? So I would say that for government projects, there is a timeline, right? For the evaluation, there's a timeline, there's a rough window of timeline for the pilot and also possibly for the implementation. So I think we will publish this on the OIP platform, okay, as in the forum itself. So, but Major Alex, is there any specific timeline that you want to highlight?
Yeah, eventually we would like the prototype to be developed sometime, the full prototype to be developed sometime between July to September. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Okay, there's one question. Which okay, so this for Mustafa. Which chat
Mm.
messaging platforms need to be integrated with the virtual assistant,
Which chat or messaging platforms?
if any?
Uh, I wouldn't think so. We see it as like a pop-up on our to be implemented on our recruitment website, the current website that we have.
Okay, so then there's another question: must it be deployed on-prem or on the cloud environment?
Uh, it can be both, I think. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Okay, next question. Um, uh, okay, so there's one. Are there backend actions, example
Mhm.
queries to a database or to user-specific actions which need to be done through the chatbot, or is the purpose purely to provide information?
So there's two fronts. So one is for the applicant who is using the chatbot to acquire information about the career, and at the back end, it's for us to build a database on the type of questions that the applicants ask, so that we kind of know where they're coming from, for us to better analyze what applicants are thinking about, and then that enables us to review our recruitment strategy. And of course, then the other end is for us to further build the bot to be able to better answer questions based on what's coming in.
Thank you. There's one question from John Alam. Do you foresee that this AI chat response system will evolve to AI voice response over phone, telephone calls at some point in time down the road?
Probably not. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Keep the questions coming, everybody. Um, let's see. Are there any data? Okay, there's one. Is there an existing data set? Oh no, sorry. This is from the previous. Oh yeah. So the question is there
Mhm.
already existing data set to use for training like
Mhm.
existing conversations between CS and callers that can be used for demo?
Yeah, we can provide a list of questions that we typically get and the type of answers that we will provide. So I think that will help you to provide the submission and prototype as well.
Okay. There's a question by Jaren Ong. What is the plan of this prototype after it's developed? So will you be looking at making this project permanent on your website where there will be system support and licenses and patches involved?
Yes, so if the prototype works and we find that the applicants are able to get the information they need, and yet at the same time it is something that is looks respectable, then we do intend to have this in the long run. And if it's well and good, we can even get our sister services, the Army and the Navy, to get on board. So there is expandability of this project as well.
Thank you. Awesome. So there's a question from San Lin. Does AI chat require to support multi-language?
At this moment, just English.
English for now.
Yeah. Mm.
Okay. Um, okay, there's a question from Mustafa.
Yep.
As the number of use cases,
Mhm.
like more FAQs, increase over time, will the traditional training phrases be added into the platform by vendor or by the person in charge from RSAF?
We believe this is probably something that has to do with the maintenance. So, of course, preferably if it's something that the users, which is us, the RSAF, could change the database and answers on our own, that would be the best. But we have to see how complicated the system is and whether it makes sense to continue to engage the vendor for maintenance, or is it better for us to maintain it on our own? Yeah. So it really depends on what the case comes out to be.
Thank you. There's a question from Kevin Lawrence. As part of your data retrieval strategy, do you intend to build segments of user profiles?
Yep, we do. Yeah. So, because for applicants of different profiles, actually the type of questions will be quite different. So, for example, a university graduate will be asking different questions as compared to a person who is currently doing his A levels, or doing his diploma. Yeah. So there will be subsegregation. Yeah.
Understand. So are you also looking for, so this question is from Ketu Shah. Are you
Yep.
also looking for API level chatbot, or is the whole solution what you're looking for?
API level chatbot is the whole solution. What
It
you're
means,
looking
are you
for.
looking for a
Yeah.
solution that can just plugged in using API,
Mm.
or are you looking for a complete package?
something that can be plugged in just using API. Yeah.
Understand. Okay. Any further questions, anyone? Okay. I think it's all good. Okay, so a very big thank you to Major Alex. Thank you for joining us today on this segment of Innovation Thursdays. Do stay on to type out some of the replies to questions that may still appear. So for the problem solvers who are participating, who are still in the call, please feel free to type in your questions if your questions has not been answered, and Major Alex would do his best to type in the answers for you. So with that, thank you, Major Alex, and I'll
Thank you,
introduce.
Manjot.
Thank you.